All right, can we hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Please confirm if you can hear me loud and All right, I want to be sure we can actually hear me. Please engage the chat box. This is my first time of actually streaming live on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm still trying to understand the technicalities quite well. Okay, please engage the chat box. Like, can you guys type? I want to be sure that you guys can hear me. The world is advancing and a lot is changing, so we need to start learning how to maximize the online space to our advantage. Let's keep it going. Please screenshot this live section and let them know that we are live. Let them know that we are live. Drop it on the group and let them know that we are live. Let them know that we are live. Okay, please. I can see 2 people here, but please, can you engage the chat box? I want to be sure you guys can hear me. I want to be sure you guys can hear me. Drop messages via the chat to be sure that you guys can hear me. We're starting in 4 minutes time. Let me know if you guys can hear me. All right, to the 2 people currently watching, if you can hear me, please engage the chat box. Okay, Iyanolua. Good. Glory, Chizaram. Beautiful. Yes, please, let's keep it coming. We are 3. Okay, yeah, 3 on this live. Okay, keep it coming. So screenshot. What I need you guys to do for me now, screenshot this live, drop it on the group, let them know we are live. We're starting in 3 minutes time. 3 minutes time. Screenshot the section now and communicate it on the group. Let them know that we are live. Let them know that we are live. You guys are welcome, Iyanolua and Chisaram. Good one. Yeah, we're starting in 3 minutes time. So good to be here. Feels good to be here. I mean, we could have, yeah, you're welcome. Register your presence in the chat box. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Register your presence in the chat box. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Done. Good. Yes, please signify done. Once you have so done, like you've screenshotted this live section and you've dropped it on the group. Comment done. Comment done. Okay, good. Yes, we're starting in 2 minutes time. We need to be more than this. We need to be more than this. Okay, apart from Chizaram and Iyanolua. We are currently 4 on this live. I think we should. Who is the 3rd person? Okay, we're starting right about, okay, we have a minute more and we'll get it all started. Yes, tonight is actually going to be truckload of value. Please, wherever it is that you are and you're listening to me loud and clear, please ensure you have your writing materials with you. ensure you have your writing materials with you. We're starting like right about now. Um, Trying to share my screen now. Okay, where's my slide? Okay, like I said, ensure you are in a place where you have like rapt attention. Nobody is disturbing you in any form of way. Ensure you're somewhere where there's nothing like there's no form of distraction. Yes, please confirm if you can see my screen. I'm sharing my screen now. If you can see my screen, please let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box if you can see my screen. Let me know in the chat box if you can see my screen. Is it big enough? Is it big enough? Trying to maximize the usage of this StreamYard. Okay, you can see my screen. Is it big enough? Big enough, very clear that you can relate with everything that you're seeing. Like very big enough. Okay. Yes, please confirm. Is it big enough in such a way that you can see what I am projecting? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Like I said, I'm just getting to familiarize myself with the this online space, this side of the online space. So I'm trying to ensure that okay, is it responding? Like, is it moving towards what I'm projecting? All right. I think it's slow. I'm projecting. Okay, good. Let's get it started. Okay, it is the things written are visible. Okay, beautiful. 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 All right. So let's get it started. In fact, I've projected it in such a way that you will not even see. I'm trying to do it in such a way that you guys will also see me. Let me try one more time. If it doesn't really work, then we'll just proceed like this. I'm just trying to make sure that each and everyone has access to everything. Let me see. Let me see this template, if it will work. Please let me know if you are seeing my screen. I just changed the template now. Can you see my slide at all? Okay, let me stop the screen. Let me reshare again. No, okay. Yes, I'm trying to reshare again now. Just let me know once you say it. The online space is getting better and better actually. Someone has to start staying more updated. Okay, any changes yet? Any changes yet? Okay, I think any changes yet? Are we good now? I think we are. Please give me feedback. I want you guys to see me, and I also want you guys to see what I'm displaying. You are not seeing me yet. Please give me feedback. Okay. You can see me and you can see my screen now, right? Feedbacks. You guys can see me. Yes, you can see me and you can see the slide. More importantly. Okay, good. Yes, beautiful. All right, let's get it started. Yes, sorry for the what's it called? The back and forth. I needed to ensure that we are all on the same page. So on tonight's section, we're actually going to be doing due diligence. So we're going to be having it in segments. So just engage the chat box. Let me know that you are following and you are understanding what I am actually talking about. Are we good? So let's get it started. So like I said, it's going to be in stages. So this is the first class that each and every one. Okay, good. You can see my screen. Okay, good. So for the 5 individuals that are going to be flowing into their first million in the next 90 days, starting from January to March, this is how it's going to be. So from time to time, you guys are going to be getting notifications on when the next class is going. So this is going to be your first class on your journey to getting equipped to becoming someone who can bag your first million under 90 days. So I'm going to start on the note of the financial law school will never teach you. The financial law, the school will never teach you. Now, please stay with me. It's going to be an amazing ride. So we'll start with the law of wealth. The law of wealth. Please, I hope this thing is clear enough for you guys to see over there. Please confirm if you can see clearly. You can see it clearly. Like everything that is written on the screen is clear. Okay, good. Yes. So when it comes to the law of wealth, you must understand that it has a lot to do with the law of duality. The law of duality. The law of duality. For every left, there is a right. For every up, there is a down. For every light, there is a darkness. For every male, there's a female. You have 2 eyes, right? It is 2 eyes that made one sight. 2 eyes equals to 1 sight. 2 nostrils is what gives you the smelling ability, 1 smelling ability. 2 legs, but 1 move per time. It's just to tell you that it is pari passu. Now, you cannot stand on 1 leg. God created this principle and established it. It is called duality. Are we following? It is called duality. So you're going to get it more better as we proceed. So in the journey, I said all of that to say, in the journey of wealth, the simultaneous activation of business and investment is a compulsory duo. I'll come again. In the journey of wealth, the simultaneous activation of business and investment is a compulsory draw. That is what we call the duality of wealth. Engage the chat box if you can hear me and you have followed me up on this moment. Type in the chat box the law of duality. Let me see you type in the chat box the law of duality. The law of duality. The law of duality. Put it in the chat box. I want to be sure you guys are with me before I proceed. The law of duality. Okay, beautiful. The law of duality. Yes. So like I said, in the journey of wealth, the simultaneous activation of business and investment is a compulsory duo. That is where the law of duality comes to play. Now, you need to understand that life does not reward you according to your effort. Life rewards you according to your definition. I'll come again. Life does not reward you according to your effort. It rewards you according to your definition. And what do I mean by that? For some people, they have already believed that wealth and riches is not for them. So for people that has defined life to be like that, there is no amount of opportunity, there's no amount of privilege, there's no amount of access that will come their way that will make them see that they are deserving and worthy of wealth. Do you know why? It is because they have defined life. And this is why the environment is very powerful. When you grow up in a very poor background, it's very difficult for you to see the endless possibilities that is out there. So your environment in turn defines what life should look like for you. It's just like when you pick somebody who grew up in $10 family now, and you pick another person who grew up from the village, and you ask them to play the game of life. They are going to play it differently. Do you know why? The person that stayed in $10 abode, the environment has automatically defined abundance for that person. While the other person in the village has always been seeing poverty, poverty, lack, poverty, lack. So no matter how hard that person works, that their definition will always swallow up their hard work. I don't know if I'm communicating. For somebody who has never seen 1 million naira before, for somebody who has never seen how that you can make 1 million naira in a week, in a day before, coming into it, something weird, it will shake his head. He will not be able to believe. Do you know why? It has not been done where he's coming from. So his definition of life does not permit that thing or that kind of possibility to happen to him. Am I making sense? So that's why you need to be very, very particular about the kind of circle you have, about the kind of things you listen to, and what you believe. Because these are the things that will define what life should be and what your definition will eventually be. That's the ideology about life. Now, what is business? Let's get it a little bit deeper. Business is anything you do that brings money to you. Get it right and you can still screenshot this live and put it on the group so that they can know that a lot is going on currently. Business is, I hope we are still live. So business is what you do that brings money. Investment is anything your money does that brings money to you. Business is anything you do that brings money. Investment is anything your money does that brings money to you. So a lot of times we walk on one leg, and that's why I started by defining the law of duality. The law of duality. Business is anything you do that brings money. Investment is anything your money does that brings money. Are you getting the difference? So now that is business and that is investment. So for anyone who is going to create wealth, you must be working on both legs. You can't be working on one. You are only doing business, you are making money, and you are not engaging the second leg, which is investment. Anything that your money does that brings money to you, you are not going to get wealthy that way. So you make money in business. You let your money make money. Investment. Am I making sense? You make money by doing business. You let your money make money. That's investment. Is that clear? Now, before spending the money, that's expenses. Now, until the money you make, please pay close attention. Until the money you make has made you more money, the cycle is not completed. I'll come again. When you make money and you spend it, before you can spend another money, you have to go and work for it again, right? Exactly. So you need to understand that until you make money and you allow that money to make you another money, that is when the cycle is completed. So what you make from a business is called margin, but what you make from an investment is what is called profit. So a lot of us get this thing all mixed up. When you do, for instance, you do a business now, let's say that thing, you bought it for 10,000 naira and you're able to sell it for 15,000 naira. So you just made 5,000 naira. So that's what we call profit. No, that's margin. That's the difference between what you bought it for and what you sold it for. So The profit is made from the investment you now use that margin to make. Are you following? So when you're not that 5,000 naira you made from, you bought it for 10,000, you sold it for 15,000. It's remaining 5,000. So that 5,000, whatever it is that you use it to do that makes you more money, that is now your profit. This is what a lot of people don't understand. So this is how the stages of the money flow. Now, breaking news. A lot of people they struggle with this truth, but it's still the truth. Any problem that cannot wait for your money to multiply is not for you to solve. Now, I don't mean to be rude, and it is actually not to spite you to not to do some things, but you need to understand that at the end of the day, you are not Jesus Christ. Any problem that cannot wait for your money to multiply is not for you to solve. Now, imagine a case in point, you keep earning 100K, and before 3, 4, 5 days after it has finished, you didn't set apart anything out of that money to actually help you make more money. You are actually driving closer to slavery, because if you get to a point, you will not be able to work for that money again. So that means money is not coming in again. Why? Because you did not set system and structure in place where the money you were making is concerned. So any problem that cannot wait, especially when it's coming from other people, any problem that cannot wait for your money to multiply is not for you to solve. Am I making sense? Any problem that cannot wait for your money to multiply is not for you to solve. Now, let's proceed. So you don't increase the quality of your lifestyle with the money you make. You increase it with the money your money made. Am I making sense? Let's say you just experience some increase in income now. You don't increase your lifestyle immediately. You allow that increase in income to produce another money before you increase your lifestyle. Am I communicating? Let me break it down. So let's say you were making 1 million monthly before, but as your business grows, you started making 5 million. Now, before that 5 million came, you were fine. You were making 1 million naira before. Before that 5 million naira came, you were fine. You were managing. You knew how you were doing your expenses to actually flow into that 1 million naira comfortably, right? All of a sudden, God being good to you, your margin moved from 1 million to 5 million. You don't increase your lifestyle, your expenses immediately. You abide in that 1 million naira lifestyle and allow that 4 million to make more. When the 4 million naira is done making more, that is when you now increase your lifestyle. Am I communicating? Engage the chat box. Please engage the chat box. I want to be sure you guys are understanding what I'm saying. You don't increase the quality of your lifestyle with the money you make. You increase it with the money your money made. And I gave an example. You were making 1 million naira before, but you experienced some increase in income as a result of your business doing well. You started making 5 million. You don't increase your lifestyle immediately. No, that's a trap. You hold on, you dwell and abide in that 1 million naira flow while you allow that 4 million naira to work for you. You put it in investment vehicles. It might be land, it might be real estate, it might be some other businesses that can make that 4 million naira make you more money. So the money that 4 million naira makes for you is for your lifestyle, whatever. So whatever it is that you want to do, you want to upgrade your bag, you want to upgrade your car, you want to upgrade this, you want to upgrade that. It is the money that your money made that you use to do that. Is it making sense? These are the crap some people fall into when they begin to make money. And that's why I'm preparing you guys so that by the time the money starts flowing, once you hit your 1 million naira in the next 90 days, you know how to spend it. This is the benefit and advantage of this class, to set your mindset aright. So you also need to understand that business is war. You must get skilled at fighting. Business is war. You must get very skilled at fighting. Now, the same way you won't be able to make a proper move with just one leg. I was explaining this the other time. That's the same way it will be very difficult for you to achieve wealth with just business alone. I'll come again. The same way you won't be able to make a proper move with just one leg, It's the same way you can't achieve your financial goal or becoming wealthy with business alone. Business is meant to sponsor your necessity. Investment is meant to fund your luxury. Type it in the chat box. Business is meant to sponsor your necessity. Investment is meant to fund your luxury. So that is why you need to move on two legs. That's why I started by explaining the law of duality. Business on the first leg, investment on the other leg. That's how you can move your way to wealth. Once you are using one leg, just doing business alone, you are not doing any form of investment. You are just one step away from poverty. Because it's going to get to a point, something can happen that will just crash, and to your greatest surprise, you'll be left with nothing. So you need to understand the principle of duality. Business, investment. Business, investment. So business is sponsoring the necessity. Investment is funding your luxury. So that way, you have a very balanced and healthy financial state. You must understand that you don't chase money with labor. You do it with ideas and knowledge. As we proceed in this class, I'm going to be breaking down all of these things deeper. So you don't chase money with labor. You chase it with ideas and knowledge. Anytime you do something bad repeatedly, your brain makes it permanent. So this is for those who don't have a very good spending habit. So let's say you are used to always that thing still occurred to me of recent. It just tells you how powerful habit is, especially when you do it over and over and over again. So I went to an event, like a get together. I've never tasted that drink before. So they brought that drink. Immediately I tasted it. Pam! I just loved it. So amazingly, when I go home, a friend of mine has bought quite a number of it inside the house. So my brain just automatically connected the experience of, this was the drink you took when you were at that bonding. So there is this urge to want to take it again, and again. And if I don't watch that habit, I will literally get addicted to that drink. That is same with spending. When you are used to spending lavishly for like maybe 3-6 months, and you are now coming into a place where you want to invest, you want to put system and structures in place, it takes a lot of discipline. Because there is a way your brain makes what you do repeatedly. There's a way your brain makes it permanent. It's just like once you wake up, you already know that the first thing you like to do is, after saying your prayer and all of that, is to brush your teeth. Now, they don't need to even remind you, right? Why? Because you have done it again and again and again and again. It is because of how repeatedly you have done that thing. So it has become part and parcel of you. So you have worked. Okay, that takes me to I hope I'm communicating. Please engage the chat box to be sure you are getting. Yes, business is meant to sponsor your necessity. Investment is meant to fund your luxury. Yes, so I hope I'm communicating. Let me say that thing again, because as you begin to make money, as you begin to grow, you begin to make money. The wisdom to manage and multiply it is very, very important. Very, very important. So anything you do, anytime you do something bad repeatedly, your brain makes it permanent. So it's the same way. Anytime you do something good repeatedly, your brain makes it permanent. So if you have someone, immediately money comes into your hand, bam, it is how you are going to spend it. Finish it on that spot. That's how it's doing you. I'm sorry. It is going to be very hard for you to create wealth. It's going to be very, so you need to unlearn that habit and relearn a new one. I just give you an example now. There's something you are used to, like they don't have to wake you up. They don't have to remind you, rather, to brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning, right? Why? It's because, do you remember at some point they remind you, they tell you, they wake you up and do it for you when you were growing up. But right now, they don't need to do that again. Why? Because you've seen it happen you've done it over and over and over again. That's the same when you're making money. When you begin to learn money habits and you begin to practice it over and over again, make, manage, multiply. Make it, manage it, multiply. Once you get used to that sequence, it's going to be very impossible for you to come back to square one. Why? Because you have unlearn that bad habit and relearn a new habit. The third one, you have worked hard enough. It is time to make your money work harder enough. And this is why connecting to the opportunity of the Millonaire network is very, very important. Now, depending on the portal you are going for, be it the student package, the one world portal, which is 70,000, the 3 world portal, 7, what you are doing, what you are activating two things. You are activating business and investment. Type it in the chat box. By connecting to the opportunity of the Millonaire, the wealth vehicle of the Millonaire network, which is the network marketing industry, you activated two things. You activated business and you activated investment. Type it in the chat box. Business and investment. So you have worked hard enough, depending on where that money came from, right? You connected to the system of the Millonaire network. So you connected with your hard-earned money. So you are now learning how to now make that money work harder for you through leverage. Is it making sense? You are making that money work harder for you through leverage. That's what you activate two things. Business, yes. Put it in the chat box. Business and investment. So the fourth one, learn to multiply the money that comes into your life before you spend it. Once you embrace this principle, a lot is going to change. And this is how the wealthy people think. And that is why you think they are stingy. They are not stingy. When I was growing up too, when I didn't have this understanding, I used to think that they are very stingy. That why are they not giving? Maybe they have the money. Why are they not giving? No. It's because they understand this principle. So that's why when a wealthy person makes, let's say, 2 million naira, before they want to spend it, they are looking for investment vehicle to put their money into that will make, they call it money babies. It's just like the same way a man and a woman come together and they make babies, right? That's the same thing. They use the money to copulate with the investment vehicle to give birth to more money babies before they spend. But that's why we have more poor Nigerians. That's just the truth. Once money comes into an average Nigerian man's hand, the next thing is how they are going to spend it. They are not thinking of, okay, I have 50K. All right, let me spend 10. Let me save 10. Let me invest 30. Let that 30 bring more. They don't, a poor man or a poor person will never think that way. Until that 50K finishes, their mind no go touch ground. And that is why they will continue to repeat the cycle. Whenever they need money, they will have to work for it again. Whenever they need money, they have to go and work for it again. And I'm sure you listening to me right now, you don't want that for yourself. That is why you're on this call, learning the right approach to money. Any money that comes into your hand, you must learn how to multiply the money before you spend it. Let's say 50K come into your hand, just like I said, you can put yourself on 10K spending. You will not die. Save 10K, put 30K to work. All these people that are saying, I don't have money to connect to the opportunity, it is because you are not disciplined enough. From the beginning of December up until now, if you put it together, you'll be shocked at how much you have already spent. But when they ask you, you keep saying, you don't have money. You don't have money. It's not like you don't have money. You are not just disciplined enough to recognize the fact that most of the money that came into your hand, you were spending it. Am I making sense? So that's why here at the Millonaire Network, we are committed to raising the next generation of financial giants. That's why that word financial giants is key. We are not just raising people who will just make money and spend it lavishly and they will come back again and make the money spent. They are not establishing systems. You don't have real estate. You don't have other businesses that through the money you've made from the Millonaire Network, you have been able to tap into other wealth streams. You have real estate in your name. You have opened different businesses, put people there. A lot is going on in your absence. So that is why we are taking it upon ourselves to groom as many open-minded and teachable people as possible to learn the right way. To learn the right way. So like I said, our mission is to raise the next generation of financial giants. Our mission is to raise and produce 500 solid multi-millionaires by the year 2026. So we are a few days away. And big congratulations to each and everyone listening to me right now, most especially if you have already made your commitment fee. But rest assured that January 1, a lot is going to be happening. And let me just say this. If by the end of that 90 days, you don't make that 1 million naira, just know that in one way or the other, you did not do what you were told or asked to do. I will come again. If by the end of that 90 days, you did not hit your 1 million, then it is because it's either you violated the principles or you introduced I too know. They say you should do it like this, you did it like this. Now, take for instance, at least a minimum, okay, I think 4 people on this call, right? Good. 4 or 5 people are currently watching me. Now, if you get to a point, the people that are not here now, they will now start wondering how you did it. Is it magic? No, it is not. It is because you were the set of people that availed yourself to learn the principle step by step, precept upon precept. The knowledge you are getting now, the people that are not listening to me right now don't have access to it. It's that simple. So when you begin to apply it and get the result, and they are not getting the result, they wonder why they are not getting the result. It is because they don't know what you know. And what you know is as a result of what you are currently learning. That 90 days is so going to be very practical that if you apply it, you just have to hit it. Am I making sense? So on this particular mission, we are going to do everything possible to make sure everyone see the possibility of them becoming one of these 500 multimillionaires that we are set to produce by the end of 2026. And like our vision already said, for those that have been attending our sections, I intentionally reiterate this thing because I want you to have it one in your mind. Like, I don't want it to ever leave your mind. This vision is something that is going to transcend generations. So our vision is to empower 1 billion people globally, making them live life on their own terms. Our vision is to empower 1 billion people. Currently, I think we have close to 8 billion people in the world. So the Millonaire network as a brand, as a conglomerate, wants to be the reason why 1 billion out of those 8 is living life on their own terms. And with you in the vision, this is possible. Let me see, it is possible in the chat box. If you believe you are one of these people, let me see it is possible in the chat box, in the comment section. Okay, so core values. I think I reiterated this the last time, and I'm reiterating it again because I need you guys to have a good understanding of what our core values are. Personal development. Yes, it is possible in the chat box. It is possible. It is possible. Core values: personal development, teamwork, honor, excellence, integrity, love, and accountability. Let me dig deep into it briefly. Personal development: you cannot be here and you are not reading, especially when I am directly mentoring you. It is a taboo not to have a book that you are reading currently. We believe so much in personal development. There's a limit to what you can undo when you don't develop capacity. There is a limit to what you can undo financially, spiritually, when you don't develop mental capacity. So that personal development is key. And that's why it's first on our core values. The second one is teamwork. We believe so much in teamwork here. So as time goes on, as you begin to develop and grow in position, you are going to be having what you are responsible for in the Millonaire network. What you are responsible for doing for and with the Millonaire network. We believe so much in the teamwork because it is the teamwork that makes the dream work. Type it in the comment section. It is the teamwork that makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Then honor. We honor people here. Let me stress this a bit. Now, for those of you listening to me right now, we address people in the Millonaire network, SARS and MA. We are very big on honor. Whenever you are responding to message on the group, duly noted, sir. Well noted, sir. Message received, sir. Good morning, sir. And if the person you are talking to is a man, is a lady, ma, we accord ourselves that respect. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? You don't ever reach out to, because in due time, we are going to be connecting and bonding. You get to meet each and everyone in the Millonaire network whenever you want to address, regardless of how close you guys are. It is sir and ma. Except you guys are dating. And if you guys are not dating, when you now enter your own private whatever, you can be calling yourself names. But provided it is within the confines of the Millonaire network, honor is key. You don't ever end talking to someone without putting ma or sa in it. It is not a cliche. It is just a sign and a symbol of honor. I see some people, they just enter my DM, the way they talk and they are responding. I'm like, does this person even have an understanding of who is talking to? No, sir, no form of regard in the way they are talking. That is not us. And that's why we're taking our time to address this properly. Honor is key if you are going to stand the test of time here in the Millonaire network. Am I making sense? All right. So excellence, whatever it is that you are going to do, ensure it has 100% touch of excellence. Very, very key. People find it very difficult to ignore anything that is done with excellence. People find it very difficult to ignore anything that is done. The reason why you find something very attractive is because you're like, wow. Why are you saying wow? It's because they pay so much attention to the details. That's why you find it attractive. That's excellence. And that's one of the things, once you can imbibe these core values, it will be very easy for you to flourish with us here. Integrity. Be a woman, be a man of your word. Once you say, this is it, this is it. No mixing of words. We love each other here. We are very big on love too. We spread love, and we are this accountability. I can't stress it more than enough. It's very, very important. Whoever that you are supposed to be accountable to, ensure that you are accountable to them by every possible means. Yes, I remember mentioning this during the last section. The goal here is financial freedom. Financial freedom. Financial freedom. And why are we taking our time to reiterate this? We need to drive it into your core, such that wherever it is that you get to, when they ask you any question about whatever it is that is going on here, you can give answers to it in details. Financial freedom is when your passive income exceeds all your expenses. We did justice to that the last time. Our passive, and what is passive income? It is the income you generate whether you are there or not. The income you generate whether you are there or not. And active income is the income you must be there to make. Active income is the income you must be there to make. Whether you like it or not, once you show up, you do the work, and once you don't show up, you don't make the money. That's active income for you. That's why it's called active. You need to be active doing something, right, before you make money. And here comes the cash flow quadrant. Understanding this will help you link what I've been saying before if you've been on this call. Understanding that when it comes to creating wealth, it is people on the right-hand side that got the code. Business and investment, not employment and self-employed. It is business and investment. Business and investment. Business after you own a system and network of people working for or with you. And that's what we are creating with the Millonaire network. As a result of the development of the network, as we continue to grow, the more we grow in network, the more all of us grow in money. So when you now make good enough, now we're going to get to a point where when we help as many people that are subscribed to the 90 days game plan, once you hit your 1 million naira, we will sit down with you, we'll plan it in such a way that you will not have to go and work for that 1 million naira again. Because that's the goal. Now that the system has helped you generate a 1 million naira, now what investment vehicles are you going to put it in that is going to continue to ensure that while you are busy making more money, the one you previously made is making you more money? Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Let me know you guys are with me. Is it making sense? So now, what do we mean by system? This is the meaning of system. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. That's what it means to create a system. So whenever you hear, I need to establish a system that allows me to make money while I'm not there, what you are trying to say is you want to save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So for context, let's talk about the five basic ways of creating passive income. Now we have intellectual property. Now this was the part that I was not stressed during the previous, so please pay attention. We have intellectual property, we have royalties, we have rent from real estate, we have PLI, that's principal leverage interest, and we have network marketing. So pay attention to these five basic ways. Every other ways of creating passive income falls under these five categories. Number one is, okay, so for the purpose of time, I will have described, okay, so let me describe intellectual properties. That is when you create something, maybe you write a book or you sing a song. You now get, what's it called? They call it honorarium now from it as a result of that thing. Then same with royalties. Maybe you wrote a book. So you get, for each and every time that book is sold out, you get royalties. Then rent from real estate. Now, there's nobody here now that has 100, 400 million naira that you want to go and use to buy one house that you're going to put out for rent and be enjoying passive income from it, right? Exactly. Then we have the PLIs. PLIs are the forex market, crypto, bonds, all of those things. Those things are volatile. They are really not dependable. And the kind of money you use to invest in those things is money you are comfortable losing. Like if you lose it, you'll be fine. The forex, crypto, all of those things. That if anything happens to it, you are okay. Exactly. That's PLI. Then we now have network marketing, which is where the sure assurance of whatever it is, what you do is what you get is. It simply means you are becoming an independent value connector. You are connecting value through a network of consumers and getting paid for life. Am I communicating? And getting paid for life. Now, why did we choose network marketing of all the five basic ways? I haven't considered that we have more young people flowing into the system of the Millonaire network. Number one, it pushes you to develop yourself. It doesn't have any risk whatsoever. There's a system that is existing that you are partnering with. It gives you the capacity to become someone who is building other people. It now helps you generate enough money to now tap into those other passive income streams. Forex. So you are comfortable losing money. Why? Because you know now that what you have established is capable of giving you another money the following day, the following week, the following month, as the case may be. Now, Alvin Toffler said something a long time ago, which is playing out right now. He said, the illiterate of the 21st century will no longer be those who cannot read and write. It will now be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that's exactly what is happening to a lot of people. They are not willing to learn what they don't know. They are not willing to unlearn what is not beneficial to them. And they are not willing to relearn what they think they know that they don't know enough. Am I making sense? They are not willing to learn what they don't know. They are not willing to unlearn what is no longer working. And they are not willing to relearn what they think they know that they don't know enough of. Those are the illiterate of the 21st century. Now, what is the difference between doing network marketing and employment? Let's break it down so that you can know the importance of what we are doing here. Now, when it comes to the job space, there is competition. There's I must promote to this, I must promote to that. There is, in fact, once you begin to advance faster than some people, they will start jealousing you. They will be threats. They will be like, is the only you that is in this office? Is the only you that know how to do it? Before you know it, is unnecessary beef here and there. But here in the network marketing industry, we believe in collaboration and healthy competition. We strongly believe in collaboration, and that's why you cannot succeed if you don't have the art to help people. That's one beautiful thing about what we are doing here. Once you are someone who don't like helping people, or you are someone who find it difficult to collaborate or work with teams, you will not be able to move higher here, unlike the job space. Then talk about time. You need to understand that time is life. Time is life. Now, I'll give you a practical example. Yesterday, this is how you know that you don't really have time, and it will help you. What I'm about to tell you now will help you embrace a level of sense of urgency. Now, 2 days ago, you were 2 days from now, you'll be 2 days older. Let me break it down for you. Now, this is 9:25 p.m. By 9:26 p.m., you'll be 1 minute older. By 9:26 p.m., you will be 1 minute older. By 9:27 p.m., you will be 2 minutes older. There's this. Now, I might as well say happy birthday to you once it's 9:26. Do you know why? You just clocked 1 minute older, but we have generalized it to the 365 days until it clock 365 days, because before you now say, oh, happy birthday. No. Now, this 9:26, I might as well tell you listening to me right now that happy birthday. Why? Because you are 1 minute older. So it is that 1 minute. It says 60, that 1 minute, which is 60 minutes, make 1 hour, right? Good. Now, the accumulation of that 1 minute in 60 places leads to 1 hour, right? The accumulation of that 1 hour in 24 places, 24 hours, make 1 day, right? Good. It is now, what's it called? That day is now, it is the 365 days that now gives back to that 1 year you're talking about. Happy birthday. No, you are aging every second, in every minute of every hour, in every day, in every week of every month that leads to 1 year. So when you have this at the back of your mind, you treat every second, every minute with high sense of intentionality, knowing that that is your life going. That's time. You are the one that thinks you have time. You don't. So the youthful part of our lives, I'm going there now. The youthful part of our lives, 35 years or more, this is where a lot of people don't get it. They retire to little or almost nothing. Why? Because they have used that 35 years to work for another person. Now they are very weak. They are not strong as before to put in the work again. So all their time, all the effort, they have invested it in another person's dreams. But in here with the Millonaire network, every effort you put in counts for you and your generations unborn, because it is all about leverage and passive income here. It is all about leverage and passive income here. Talking about life transformation, as for job, it is very little. Very, very little. Traditional businesses too, very few. But when it comes to this industry, is a lot. I tell people, when you come into this setting, give yourself time. Give yourself 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Now I tell people, the same way you have the patience to go to school for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Why? Because you want to get a certificate. It's the same way. You need to understand that before you can become a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, you also need to give yourself time. Is it not amazing how that people can actually negotiate the fact that, okay, they are okay with going to school for 5, 6 years. But when it now comes to the journey of wealth creation, they want to do it in a year. They want to do it in 2 months. They want to do it in 3 months. How? It's disrespectful to the path of wealth creation. If it was that easy, then the certificate you spent 6, 7, 8 years for should have made you wealthy. So this is what a lot of people failed to understand. Now, talking about money. Now, what kind of money are you earning? When it comes to job, you need to understand this active income. You are exchanging your time for money. Traditional business is 100% of your effort is needed, which makes you grow old faster. But when it comes to the network marketing industry, it is leverage. You get to a point where you begin to benefit from the effort of other beneficiaries that are flowing into the system, and they will not even know. Because everybody is making money. Everybody is making money. Now, there are some gurus in the industry that actually recommend this industry. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly on your screen. The first person on the left-hand side, Abdul Kalam, he said, network marketing is the fastest growing business of the 21st century, which must be joined by every young man and woman globally. Otherwise, you can never get the best of your youth age. This is why I've been shouting and shouting and shouting. The best time to get involved in this industry is when you are very young. You can see a old man advising young. He was very particular. He said every young man and every young woman globally, except of course, you don't want to get the best of your youthful age. Bill Gates, on the other hand, said, if I will be given a chance to start all over again, I will choose network marketing, because they understand that nothing would give them the kind of leverage to wealth like this industry. For how long do you want to work in a formal setting before you get it, before you begin to create massive wealth for yourself? So that leads me to this next thing. So it may be hard, but it will be worth it. The career you want to create, the freedom you want to enjoy, the lives you will touch through this industry, the people you will meet. Now, what brought each and every one of us together now? This industry. I didn't know every one of you. I mean, currently listening to me right now, I didn't know you guys before. In fact, I've not seen you guys before. But we are here together, locked in to create endless possibilities. Why? Because of this industry. The people you will meet, the places you will see, the person you will become. The only thing worse than being blind is having a sight but no vision. Now, you need to understand that who you are becoming here, who you are becoming with this industry is more important than what you will be earning. Who you are going to become eventually will be much more important than what you will have earned, no matter how much it is. You can start, and this is one beautiful thing about it, start as you are. However, you won't remain the way you are. And you need to understand that the process is more important than the outcome. The process is the process that leads to the outcome eventually. So the process is more important than the outcome. In the process of it is in the process transformation happens, and you are changing for the better, because the person you are becoming will help you in your low state. Now, talking about times and seasons, I've done this in our last section, and I'm sure you guys will connect faster. We have transited. So anybody who does not have understanding of this now is on a long thing. We are between the connected revolution and the artificial intelligence revolution. So if you are not maximizing the connected revolution right now, you are lagging behind, because this is the latest revolution for any common man to generate income from the comfort of wherever it is that they are. Now, the online space has made it possible for me to talk. Like as I'm speaking right now, 1 billion people can watch me, provided they have a link to this section. That's how possible creating wealth is right now, but a lot of people are not seeing it. And come before the end of 2026, when we are having this Millonaire Money Conference 2.0, all of you will have been so blessed that you will travel from everywhere you are to the city of Abuja to experience a life-changing encounter again. That's the Can we all hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Can we all hear me? Can you guys hear me now? All right, so give loud and clear, loud and clear. Let me get loud and clear in the comment section if you guys can hear me. Loud and clear. Just drop loud and clear. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, the network logged me out for some minutes. All right, let's get back to it. So like I was saying, endless possibility abounds when you realize that the world has become a global village and anything is possible from wherever it is that you are in the world. You just need to have enough information to make it happen and work for you. Now, when this man right here was building Facebook, he did a lot of things. Little did he know that what he was building then was going to turn to something global. He didn't know, but he just knew there was future in what he was doing. Now look at it now. He's the owner of Facebook. He's the owner of WhatsApp. He's the owner of Instagram. He's the owner of a Thread. It doesn't need to actually be on those apps to make money now. Why? Because he has been able to build something, put systems and structures in place. So whether he's there, whether he's not there, money is flowing in. And guess what? We are the people that are making him more richer every day. Last time I checked Facebook, active users of Facebook, 2 billion people. You can imagine making money off 2 billion people. Let's say as a result of the data they are using to solve the Facebook and all of that, Mark is making, let's say, 1 naira. For instance, now a naira in 2 billion places is what? That's 2 billion naira. Now imagine somebody making 2 billion naira every day from the 2 billion people that he doesn't even know most of them. That's the power of connected economy. The earlier we realize this, the better it is. That most of the money you are going to make is going to come from your ability to understand that leverage is the new oil well. Leverage is the new oil well. Now, what does it basically is people to people, and he doesn't even know them. But he has created a space for you guys that ensures that you guys keep in touch with each other every blessed day. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Thread, man is stickingly rich and wealthy right now. Why? Because you understand the power of anything that is what? Connected. So I remember this was where I called out the 5 ready to go people to actually plug into the system. So now knowing that where the world is going to be a world of connectors. What do? Position yourself by plugging into our system. And like I said, the promo is still ongoing, depending on the package you go for, student package, the big one, 3 accounts, depending. So the student package is 49,994. Those, but I would advise, if you know that you can push for the legitimate one portal, which is 70,000, please go ahead. This is December, a lot of money flowing here and there. Take this one to buy shawarma, take this one to buy this. If you put it together, reward yourself with a very solid wealth portal that you will be proud of by this time 2026. By December 2026, you would be proud that you made that sacrifice. Now, this is to folks that are saying that, yes, you might be a student, but you can push for the capacity of someone who wants to make money like a wealthy person and not like a student. So we have direct connector bonus and the matching bonus. So I think I explained this. So let me explain it again. Okay, this projection will not allow me to make you see it, but this is exactly how it works. Now, there's what we call connector bonus. Let me go back. So for folks that are on their way to 1 million in 90 days, please pay attention. Now, did you see this? Did you see this? This is what we are creating a system around. Now, the journey of 1 million is not hard at all. Do you know why? You are just 50 connections away. And that's it. What do I mean by that? So engage the chat box. If one connection that As the network begins to grow as a result of the system and structures that we have put in place that you are going to be engaging, all you just need to do is plug and play. There is literally what's it called, script, what you are going to do, like stages by stages like that for that 90 days. There's more like a manual for it. All you just need to do is to follow it. Follow it like, let me use the word, follow it like mumu. Don't introduce ITK. Follow it like a mumu, that this is what I need to do to hit my 1 million in 90 days. There's no addition, no subtraction. Am I making sense? So you are just 50 connections away from 1 million. And what do I mean by that? We just need 50. All you just need is 50 new people embracing the opportunity, and that is it. 50 new people embracing the opportunity just like you did, and that's it. And we are going to be sharing the system and the structure with you. All you just need to do is to what? Play it out. Do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. Those 50 people will flow in. How they will flow in is not your business. All you just need to do is to follow what you are being told to do. Do it like this, it is by themselves that they will come asking you questions. It is by themselves. They will gain curiosity in wanting to know what you're talking about. Once you get them to that level, by the virtue of the system and structure, it is us that we're going to run. The same way you are listening to me right now is the same way they are going to listen to me. And for the next 90 days, consistently following that blueprint, you should have been able to conveniently have 50 people flow into the system, and you having nothing. That's the minimum you can even hit, 1 million. Okay, like I was saying, for me to know that you guys are actually with me, if you multiply 50,000, I said 50,000, knowing fully well that the minimum connector bonus you get is 20,000. So that means 20,000 in 50 places. That's how much. Put it in the comment section. If through the system of the Millonaire network, the system was able to help you generate 50 connections, how much are you going to make? Knowing fully well that connector bonus is 20,000 naira. So if the system and the structure of the Millonaire network helps you generate 50 connections like that, how much is that? I want to be sure you guys are following. Engage the chat box. How much is that? How much is that? Good. 1 million. Ogunola Yanolua. 1 million. How much is that? How much is that? Keep it coming. I want to be sure each and every one of you is on the same path with me. I can only see Ogundola Yanolua. How much is that? 1 million, exactly. Chizaram, 1 million. That is exactly what we are building the blueprint around. But of course, you need to have a good understanding of how it is going to happen. So I explained this 1 year slow business plan the last time we spoke. And this is exactly how the duplication process will happen. That's where matching bonus is concerned. January, February, like that. March, April, May, June, and before you know it, you are ending 2026 a millionaire. But it will only happen when you follow the what? The system. So I think we've spoken about this already. So now, for those that was asking, you can screenshot this part that is displaying on your screen right now. It's going to get there. Hold on. Yes. So that is right in front of your screen. So for those that went for the student pack, the reason why we didn't include it here is because of its capacity. Its capacity is quite low. Yeah, so it might be a bit slow. So that's why if you go for the student package, you would be able to move faster with the matching bonus. And that's why you need to be very, very particular about what your mentor tells you to do. Here, you're matching with this matching bonus. I'm still going to take out time to explain this thing more. And that's why you can't afford to miss out on any of the sections that is allotted to you to actually attend. Is that taken? Is that taken? Yes. So are you ready to become a zillionaire? Yes. So that is it right in front of your screen. That's it. So 1 profit center, 2 profit center, wealth portal. We call it, you can either call it profit center or wealth portal. So you can see the capacity of each wealth portal like that. So you can screenshot it. Feel free to screenshot it. You can go and put it in your prayers for those who are very particular and intentional about upgrading their wealth portal before the end of the month. Yes, you might have had it at the back of your mind that you want to do 1. Believe God, you can go for 3, you can go for 2, you can go for 7, you can go for 15. By all means, ensure that you are not underdoing what you know you could have gone more for. Like I always say, if you know how to get the means to do 31, don't settle for 15. If you know you have the means to do 15, don't settle for what's it called? 7. If you know you have the mind to go for 7, don't settle for 3. If you have the mind to go for 3, don't settle for 2. If you have the mind to settle for 2, don't go for 2, don't settle for 1. Like that. And if it's looking like everywhere is blurry, push yourself to 1 by all means. Ensure that by this time next year, you are not part of the people that is still complaining about not having enough money. Ensure by every possible means that you are not one of the people saying you don't have money. By that time, you should be part of the people blessing people, giving money, not saying you don't have money. So I want to believe this section was a great one for you. Type value in the chat box if you got value. If you got value, type value. Yes. So your next class is going to be communicated to you guys. It's going to be, the next section is going to be more practical. It's going to be more practical. Like very, very, very practical. Yeah, value. Good. It's going to be more practical. Ensure you don't miss the next section. Ensure you are not missing the next section. That one is going to be more relatable and more practical. You got grad, like I'm going to literally use pen in some areas to give you step by step how it will move from January, the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, how everything is going to play out. All of you are going to see it. So you now know that this is not something you should be joking with. And I'm going to be showing us live wealth portals, starting with my own. How I've been able to do the same thing I'm saying you guys is going to be doing in 3 months. I've been able to do the same thing for myself. I mean, it's only right for someone who has been able to produce that same thing to help you do the same within a shorter period of time, sir. Right? Exactly. So yes, it is on this note, we'll call it a night. So do well to ask questions. Like send me a DM. Ask questions if you are not clear. If you are not clear on anything, always reach out to ask questions. Always reach out to ask questions. So for people that are listening to me right now, drop it in the chat box. Which of the portals are you going for? Which of the portals? Let's remind ourselves. To those listening to me right now, which portal have you made? Write the portal and the amount allotted to the portal, the wealth portal. Which of them are you going for? Put it in the comment section. Let me, okay, Chizaram. Okay, Chizaram is going for, 70, the one wealth portal. Why? Okay, that's Glory. You be a Yan, okay, Iyanoluwa Ogundola, but Glory is not here. Is that you? Glory, is that you? Respond in the comment section. Is that you? Glory. Right, remember it's Glory. Okay, Glory, is that you? Ogundola Glory. You were the one that went for the student package, right? Give a yes in the comment section. I want to be sure you are the one. Is that you? Okay, good. I wanted to be sure. Okay, good. Okay, those are the 2 people that are actually listening to me. Okay, beautiful. I'm sure you guys got value for your time. So you're going to be communicated to on the next time we're going to be connecting. Like I said, it's going to be more practical. Ensure you show up on time. It's most likely, definitely going to be here again on YouTube. And just in case you have not subscribed so that you can get notification, I won't have to even send you the link again. Ensure you hit the subscribe button so that immediately I'm about to go live, it will automatically notify you. Hit the subscribe button and get notified on the next section. So till I come your way again, I remain your loyal friend and partner in greatness, Emmanuel Oluwadunsinada. See you on the next one. And okay, before I go, ensure you drop what was major for you on tonight's call on the group. Like give a brief review of how today actually made more sense to you. Drop it on the group so that people that were not here could actually have an inkling or an idea of what happened. And yes, it's intentional that it is being recorded live on YouTube because I want you guys to come back to it. So any day, anytime you need any clarification in any way, you can just come back to this YouTube channel and watch again and again and again and again. So that way you are not confused. Yes, because sometimes you just need to listen to it again and again. So going forward, most of our section is going to be live streamed so that people can come back to it. So when new people flow in, maybe through you, you can also refer them here. All you just need to do is to come here to come and watch and understand just like you have. Is that making sense? All right, so ensure to do that. Go to the group immediately after this stream ends. Go and drop how this section was major for you there, and I'm going to connect with us again. God bless.